In your car, listen to Newswatch 16 on WKRZ AM 1340.
Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, pilot Jack Rulin in Skycam 16, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark, and Joe Zone on sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Right now, there's a bill sitting on Governor Thornburg's desk that would change our current no-fault insurance laws. Both the State House and Senate have given their okay to the plan that would create a new car insurance system, and that would give us more choices for accident coverage. Critics of no-fault say it's out of control and responsible for those hefty premiums we pay. The governor has until Sunday to sign the bill, and he's expected to do just that. Nolan?
Karen, a federal government attempt to cut down on our surplus milk supply seems to be turning sour tonight. Newswatch 16's Craig Stevens reports on why some dairy farmers don't like this government handout.
Mike Jarrett is one Lycoming County dairy farmer who's not going to sell any of his cows to take part in a federal program to cut milk surpluses. Nationwide, the federal government would like to cut milk production by 10% over the next 15 months to stabilize the price. Participating farmers would sell off part of their herd for beef and then get paid $10 for every 100 pounds of milk they don't produce. So far, response to the offer has been lousy nationwide.
I think for the person that's thinking about retiring or go quit milking cows, I think it's very feasible. For the person that has reduced in the last couple of years for whatever reason, I think it's feasible for him. For anybody that has increased, which most people have, to keep their cash flow up, to keep up with expenses, it's not practical.
That's because at the end of the 15-month program, dairy farmers who participated would have to buy new cows to get their dairy production back up. Problem is, all the farmers would be looking for cows at that time since the program would be over and the price of a cow would be way up. Many farmers would spend more replacing cows than they'd make from taking part in the program. A lot of dairy farmers like Mike Jarrett believe that perhaps the best solution to the dilemma is to get the federal government out of the dairy business. Now, that might mean that some dairy farmers would go bankrupt, but just perhaps there'd be enough farmers left over so there wouldn't be a surplus of milk anymore. Craig Stevens, Newswatch 16, Lycoming County.
Atlantic Richfield Company is fighting back. Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci says that following negative publicity over a new methanol-based gasoline Arco is selling, it has launched an ad campaign to defend its product.
That cleans your carburetor, de-ices your fuel lines, helps protect your gas tank from rust and corrosion, reduces air pollution, all at the same time.
You've seen the commercials. They advertise Arco gasoline with a new octane-boosting ingredient, oxinol.
Arco unleaded regular gasoline with oxinol, the fuel of tomorrow.
But some car manufacturers are warning that Arco may not even be the fuel of today. In technical service bulletins and in owner's manuals put out by AMC and Chrysler, they're saying that methanol-based gasolines could cause harm to critical carburetor components. But chemists have told Newswatch 16 the claims about fuel system damage are nonsense, and some mechanics agree. They say there's only one reason that carburetor components deteriorate. It's because they're not made of metal these days. They're made of plastic.
It's nothing unusual or nothing new.
Any gasoline will shrivel up.
Any gas will do it, sure.
The fact of the matter is that methanol can only cause problems in engines if it's mixed into gasoline at too high a concentration. And Arco says the only way that could happen is if some unscrupulous dealer deliberately mixed in too much methanol into his gasoline. In order to avoid that, Arco is offering guarantees on some new car fuel systems. Dan Fiorucci, Newswatch 16, Moosic.
Money is rolling in to help the rest of Steam Town roll into Scranton. Today, the developers of the old Erie-Lackawanna train station, which is now a hotel, gave Steam Town U.S.A. officials a check for between $12,000 and $15,000. That money was raised through the Guy Lombardo New Year's Eve Bash. Some of the Steam Town Locomotive Museum is already in Scranton. This money will help to bring the rest on track. Steam Town officials hope the whole exhibit will be in place by this June. And Newswatch 16's chief meteorologist Tom Clark is next. He's about to track up in the backyard.
I hope you're not going to bring us more cold, Tom. It was freezing last night.
Too cold, Karen? You might be right, but it is going to warm up later on this week, and I'll have the sneak preview of the weekend forecast when we come back.
Hi, I'm Dave Lettieri from Scranton. I started my training in northeastern Pennsylvania 7 years ago. And today I'm at Scranton's Nayog Park where I had my first bike race. And now I'm training for the 1984 Olympics. It will take a lot of hard work and dedication to get to the Olympic Games, and we need your support. So please send your contribution to the United States Olympic Committee. And who knows, maybe you'll see me in Los Angeles next year.
A public service of wnep-tv 16.
I think Tom Clark is getting used to the cold out there. He doesn't even mind forecasting it anymore, Tom.
Well, Karen, I'll have you know that I do mind the cold. It's starting to penetrate me by this time of the year. Not too bad tonight. The wind has finally died down. We have a clear sky overhead, and the temperature looks like this. Outside, like I say, the wind is down low, hardly any wind chill at all. 24 degrees, the humidity about 50% there, 51%. The wind northwest, light, the barometer holding steady now. The range in temperature, 25 for the high today, closer to 30 in the valley this afternoon. The low this morning, 15. The record low on this date, look at that, 15 below zero, set back in 1934. And that creek in the background is from Montour County. Let's take inventory of snowfall so far. Up through the middle of February, we should normally have about 30 inches. But so far, we have observed only about 19 inches, that according to the National Weather Service here at the airport right across the street. So far we've had just under 60% of normal up to this point, but one big snowstorm will erase that difference, and let's see if any's coming. How about on the computer satellite map we can see what's going on? Take a look at these clouds here. A little bit of snow flurry activity off the Great Lakes, that lake effect moisture. Lots of clear skies out this way. Take a look at some rain now falling over Oklahoma and Texas, and that's because of a pocket of cold air in the upper atmosphere that's going to spin its way up towards Tennessee and the Carolinas, and that will weaken as it approaches Pennsylvania. It will do no more than to spread some clouds around here on the weekend, and then maybe a little bit of rain, but not much, just probably a shower over the weekend as I see it now. But warmer air will be moving in from the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the forecast for tonight. Clear skies for the most part, 15 Towanda. In the back mountain area around Dallas, 13 your low, 13 in Hawley, 14 Lansford, Lewisburg, about 15 tonight. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, just a few clouds here and there, a dry day, and just a little bit warmer tomorrow than what it was today. Temperatures, as you can see, getting up to the middle 30s over the area. Cunningham, 35 degrees tomorrow. Your health watch is very optimistic. All that sunshine and high barometric pressures may put you in a pretty good mood, and no aches and pains tomorrow. Clear tonight, sunshine tomorrow, up near 40 Friday, still dry, and then the middle 40s on Saturday, maybe a shower, but that's about it. And then on Sunday, Karen Harch, just for you, 47 degrees on Sunday. Nolan, you'll like it too.
Thanks, Tom. That's an early Valentine's present to me.
Yeah, Tom.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's still winter. I'd rather have it a little bit cooler, if you don't mind.
Okay, no.
We'll fight it out.
You can't please anybody.
Thanks, Tom. And Joe Zone is next with the sports.
Tonight, Joe talks about the #1 ranked wrestling team in the state, and he'll have some more bowling tips, among other things.
WNEP salutes Archbishop-designate John J. O'Connor.
Well, let's find out what's happening. I bet the Olympics is first, right, Joe?
Family night tonight, all the fun things, all the things that are pretty about the Olympics, right? Hockey competition actually kicked things off yesterday, but as far as a lot of people are concerned, the Olympics really haven't begun until that Olympic flame is burning. It is today, the torch lighting the highlight of the opening ceremonies at Kosovo Stadium. You can see all of it tonight at 9 o'clock right here on 16. Now that the ceremonies are over, it's back to work for the athletes. They get ready to resume competition tomorrow. That's Nick Thomas in front, America's best choice at a speed skating medal. That event you'll see here tomorrow night. I don't know if you've checked the state high school wrestling rankings lately, but if you haven't, let me tell you that the 3 area teams are dominating those rankings. North Schuylkill and Danville are ranked 1 and 2 in AA. Shikellamy is ranked #1 in AAA. That's right, the Braves at the top of the heap. Tim Karlson went to Sunbury to find out why.
Almost as a Major League Baseball team develops minor league players for the parent club, Shikellamy's wrestling program starts long before wrestlers ever reach this level.
We've been very fortunate to have a fine youth program that has been basically our feeder system into our varsity, and I don't think that we necessarily have more talent. I believe maybe that we have good athletes who come out for wrestling at an early age, and as a result develop into fine wrestlers at our varsity level.
This club does have its bright spots, such as Tony Reed, so far undefeated this season, and those who are a bit better than others. But their bottom line to success is a team concept.
We have a lot of excellent wrestlers, and to single one wrestler out, I think, is not doing justice to the rest. They all contribute, you know, and that doesn't necessarily mean the 12 that we have out on the mat. It's everybody in our wrestling room works towards the same thing.
So far this year, that developmental program and team concept has paid off with a #1 ranking in their class and an undefeated record. Down the road, a bigger test waits.
We get into postseason, you have to be very lucky, have a lot of breaks, and get the right draws and so forth in the seeding. So we anticipate that we will do well, but there's never a sure thing.
Despite the success of the Shikellamy wrestling program over the years, one thing has eluded them, but they want to change that this year and put a state championship trophy in this case. Tim Karlson, Newswatch 16 Sports in Sunbury.
Lots of important wrestling tonight. 3 in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Wilkes is home tonight, too. I'll have it all after the Olympic coverage. Every good bowler I know, and I bet every good bowler you know, does one thing consistently, and that is make spares. Tonight, Scranton pro Joe Hutchinson has a tip on how to convert one of the most common leaves.
This spare is made by having the ball cross over the head pin. If you're a right-hander, the ball will go to the left side of the head pin. If you're a left-hander, the ball should go to the right side of the head pin. We are going to make this spare by making a simple move on the lane. We are going to start from our strike position. For me to make this spare, I am going to move 4 boards to my right. I'm going to face the spare, and I'm going to throw over my strike mark. When the other gentleman shoots, he's left-handed. He is going to shoot at the 1-3-6, which is the same spare as I have. It's just reversed. Instead of him moving to his right, like I did, he is going to make the opposite move. He's going to move to his left, 4 boards, throw over his strike mark, and the ball should cover the spare perfectly. As you can see, if the proper moves are made, the proper shot executed, all the desired results will be accomplished.
Final thing, tonight at Scranton and Wilkes. Nice basketball game there tonight.
Oh, okay, right. Good.
Have it later.
Thanks, Joe. Newswatch 16 continues with Wednesday's Child.
Tonight we have Gary's story, the tale of a young man who misses the companionship of his dad.
Your favorite DJs, tomorrow at 7.
Finally tonight, his dad taught him to hunt, gave him a love and respect for the outdoors. But when Gary was only 10, his dad passed away. And now, 1 year later, Gary needs an adult male friend. Gary is our Wednesday's Child. Gary has a brand new interest in the outdoors, and on a cold, bright February day, he takes a new friend to a place where he enjoys skiing. I asked him some of the things his dad had taught him about hunting.
Not to point the gun at anybody. Right. To keep the gun open in the car when you're not using it.
You got to do those things. How about getting lost? You ever get lost in the woods?
No.
No? You know how to go in and what to look for? Well, how did a hunter become a skier? That's what I want to know.
Well, we went to New York the one time and I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it! We talked about his father's death, how he feels about it 1 year later. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sort of hurts inside, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you talk to your dad a lot when he went on hunting trips?
Yeah.
Yeah, he enjoyed that. Now that he's not there and around, what do? Do you go walking by yourself in the woods?
No, my little brother comes with me.
He does?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's 9.
9 years old. So,
yeah.
So you, being a big strapping 11, can take care of him, right?
Yeah.
11-year-old Gary, who is a big brother to his own 9-year-old brother, needs a big brother of his own. Can you help? Call Big Brother, Big Sister. They're in the phone book in Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, and Scranton. A future Olympian skier.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, well, I'm over the hill.
Hot dog skier.
Thank you.
That's our report for now.
Be sure to join us tonight on the Update when we'll find out why the mother of one of our servicemen in Lebanon isn't very happy with President Reagan.
Enjoy your evening.